Hey everyone, welcome back to another session of Linux. In today's session, we'll talk about what is port redirection and NAT in Linux. Next to it, we'll try to understand why do we need port redirection and NAT, and also see a simple visual or port redirection and NAT flow. And at the end, we'll show how we enable IP forwarding in Linux with practical implementation. So let's begin. We'll first try to understand what is port redirection in Linux. So imagine you have a public server that is connected to both internet and your private network, and you want to allow people from the internet to access your private server, but safely through your public server. So that's where port redirection comes. So redirect incoming traffic on specific ports to a specific private server. So for example, someone tried to access your public server on port 80, that is website port or something, and your public server forward that traffic to private server inside your private network. Next, we'll see what is NAT. So its full form is Network Address Translation. So every device on the internet has an IP address like a home address for computers. So NAT means your public server change IP address in the network packets so private server can communicate with the outside world even if they don't have public IPs. So basically, there are two type of nets. First one, DNet, also called destination net. So it will change the destination IP of the packet to point of your private server. After that, second one is SNAT. So it's called source net. So it will change the source IP of your private public server so that replies can be sent back to properly. Next, we'll understand why do we need port redirection and net. So private server don't have public IP, so they can be accessed directly from the internet. So that's where NAT and port redirection allow your public server to act as a gateway, forwarding traffic and managing replies. So it provides control and security, so only specific target get through. Now we'll see some real world example with simple visual. So consider this diagram. We have internet user. After that we have public server and private server. Type to private server and all that have IP address. So in step one, internet user send traffic to 1234. You can see on port 80. So this public server. So what the public server do? So public server see this and forward traffic to the this one private server 10.0.0.5 on port 80. Next, private server one responds, but it does not have internet access because it is private server. So what public server do? It will replace the source IP. So replies go back to the internet user properly. So how that's how it's work. Next, we'll see enabling IP forwarding in Linux. So what is IP forwarding? Normally, a Linux machine receives network traffic, also called packets, process traffic meant for itself. So ignore traffic not meant for itself. Third one. So in a setup like port redirection or NAT, your Linux machine needs to act like a router or gateway. So it must forward packet from one network to another. And so by default, this forwarding is disabled for security reasons. You have to manually enable if you want to your machine to pass to traffic and networks. So now we'll see how can we enable IP forwarding. So let's go to the Linux server and first I will increase the size. So if we give this command sudo, you can also use vim editor or nano. I'm using nano editor. So sudo nano slash etc set systcl.b/99 dash systcl dot conf. So this will, if you press enter, so if we scroll down in this configuration file, I will show you. Here you can see net.ipv4.ip forward equal to 1. So we have to uncomment this line. So we'll uncomment this line. Next, we have to add one more line for IP forwarding. We'll give net.ipv4 dot conf dot all dot forwarding forward equal to 1. We have to set it 1. So we'll save this. Once I have checked .net ip4 dot conf dot all dot forwarding equal to 1. So we'll save this file. So basically the first line that net.ipv4.ip dash forward underscore forward equal to 1. So it's enable IPv4 packet forwarding system wide. And next you'll see I've written this net.ipv4.conf.all dot forwarding equal to 1. So it will enable packet for forwarding on all IPv4 interface. So let me save it. Control this, control this. Now we have to apply the changes. So for this we'll give the command sudo sysctl dash dash system. So now system is spelling wrong. SYST. So press enter. So what happens here? So this reload all the configuration file in dash etc slash etc slash sysctl.d another system directory, and it applies kernel parameter change instantly without rebooting. So after that we'll check our change get changed or not. So for this first I will clear this screen. We'll give the command sudo sysctl dash a pipe grep and forward. Now we'll press enter. So here you can see not net.ipv4.conf equal to 1 is set, and the line like this one we have added this, and net.ip is also get changed to 1. So we'll try to understand why do we need this. Without IP forwarding, your server cannot pass traffic between the internet and your private network. So port redirection and NAT tools won't work properly. So with IP forwarding enable, your machine behave like a router, and it can redirect traffic, apply NAT, and allow communication between networks. So I will paste the uh, essential commands in my comments. You can also do practical implementation. So in the next video, we'll try to understand, like we'll do some practical implementation of add port redirection rule with IP tables. So that's all from this video. We'll see you in another video.